Well, hello there, fellow snack chatters. And notice I didn't say, hello, boys and girls. I had a friend tell me, I'm sick and tired of hearing you start off with, hello, boys and girls. I said, well, what do you want me to say? I don't know, but I'm sick of hearing you say that. So, drop me a comment. What do you think? Did we just start it off with, hello, fellow snack chatters, or we just jump right into the conversation? It's nearly race weekend. Getting excited about upcoming races, 5K and half marathon. And guys, this will probably be one of the last half marathons I sign up for. And y'all know that I'm lying when I say that, because as long as Ryan Michael Golden is involved, there will be half marathons in my future. Getting excited. It is just knowing that I am competing in races with thousands of people, and I'm doing something that I never could have done 6.5 years ago. So let's talk about having just one bite and how it affects you. We've all had that. Just a bite's not going to hurt. Just a drink's not going to hurt. Yeah, it does. Because think about it. Just one bite. And let me just give you an example. 2 years after weight loss surgery, already down 200 pounds, really feeling good about myself, and a certain someone, we're going out on one of our normal shopping excursions. Let's stop and get coffee. I said, okay. And we're in a drive-through window, and it is a coffee shop slash donut shop. And that certain someone, do y'all know who I'm talking about? My grandmother. She says, I would like one of those donuts and get you one too. No. Now, mind you, a solid 2 years, and I had not touched a single sweet, real sweet. I allowed myself Quest protein bars or cookies or whatever, but a real donut, piece of cake, whatever, had not touched one in over 2 years, because there is a Dr. Roller in Arkansas that drilled in me that anything I ate prior to weight loss surgery, if I had eaten those same foods all over again, that I would get deathly ill. I'd get sick to my stomach, and nobody wants to be sick. There was that little kid in Michael that said, one bite's not going to hurt you. So what does Michael do? He takes that one bite, chewing, instant salivation, instant, and I'm not making this up, guys. Those of you that have had weight loss surgery that have allowed yourself or tried to have that one bite, you know what I'm talking about. That one bite, I spit that donut out, and I was nauseated. I was spinning, my head was spinning, and I didn't chew it up and eat it and swallow it. I spit it out. And I looked at her, and she said, it's all in your head. And I'm like, this is not in my head. I am sick to my stomach. And what do you think comes a few hours later? Frequent bathroom breaks, because I'm sure I ingested some of that, but I was like, nope, not ever again. And of course, you know that not ever again has happened several times, but can I tell you something? I've lost over 300 pounds, and I am entering my 7th year of weight loss surgery. If I want to indulge in something sweet now, I know my limitations. I also know how it's going to make me feel after I eat it, whether it's a frequent bathroom break or it's a headache. And yes, I get headaches from eating cookies, cakes, ice cream. And sometimes those headaches take 2 and 3 days to go away. But that's the price I pay for having that one bite. So, what's on your plans for the weekend? Again, it's race weekend, and I've got some of my family that's going to be at the finish line on Sunday, and we will go to a local establishment and celebrate. After the 5K tomorrow, Ryan and I will go and celebrate, because that's what you do. You reward yourself. You celebrate the success. I will be celebrating finishing another 5K. On Sunday, we will be celebrating finishing a half marathon. My goal for the half marathon is to finish in under 3 hours. So far, every half marathon that I've competed in, I've finished right at 3 hours. Well, I think the very first one was 3.5 hours, and then the New York City half was right at 3 hours and 15 minutes. So my goal is to finish in under 3 hours. That's a jog walk. And some say, well, why don't you train? What the hell am I going to train for? I'm training to start and finish. I don't compete like that. Ryan, he's competitive, very competitive, and he's trying his hardest to make me have that competitive streak too. It's not happening. Michael is going to start and finish. What did y'all think about having my grandmother on last week? I told her that she was an internet success. She was going to have to be joining me in more snacking chats. I told her that she was going to be Snack Chat famous. You know, she enjoyed reading the comments from family and friends, and then I told her about messages I'd received from far off, people that really enjoyed hearing her talk. And of course, someone said, well, why didn't you let her talk more? Well, you don't want her to tell too much. No, I'm kidding. It was rehearsed quickly. Got to think, she has endured more hardship and tragedy than anyone I know. It's just, look at her and I'm amazed, because all of the loss that she has endured in her life, she still gets up every day. She smiles, she gives thanks, and she functions. Don't know what I would deal with just even a third of the loss that she has endured and not be completely nuts. Remember when I lost my dad, which was her oldest son, also her last son to lose, very vocal. I have to talk about what's bothering me. Wasn't always like that, but in the last several years, I've gotten better about talking about what bothers me. And she normally is the go-to, and I was having a little moan and groan session about missing my dad and thinking back why I didn't do this or why I didn't do that. And my grandmother, in her ever-loving way, I get through some things, or how I get through a lot of things in life, I just don't talk about it. So just quit talking about it. And I looked at her and I couldn't do anything but laugh. And I said, well, I guess I'm going to quit talking about it. She says, yeah, let's quit talking about it. And then processed that, and she explained to me how she feels that way. And I was like, wow, the wisdom she has is beyond words. And does she talk about things that bother her? Absolutely. But in that moment, she was grieving. I was grieving. We're on different levels of grieving. And in that moment, the best thing to do was to not talk about it. Why? Well, one, you don't know how and what level of grief she's at, just because she's already lost 3 sons prior. You know, me, I'm grieving because I lost my dad. No loss is greater than the other, but it was just one of those things. And yes, we talk about things to this day. We talk about happy times. We talk about good times or bad times. But the good always outweighs the bad. All right, I'm signing off. Hope everyone has a good day.